The Elite Four is always the final most difficult test in any main series Pokemon game, but Sinnoh's League is a different beast entirely. Widely regarded as one of the most difficult Elite Fours in franchise history, each of these members of Sinnoh's Elite Four presents their own unique challenge. Aaron boasts a bug-type team that actually does the type justice for once. Bertha's lineup of ground types are genuinely threatening and a decent example of a weather team. Flint's fire-type team contains the best fire-type Sinnoh has to offer, which of course doesn't mean much, but even still, Infernape and Magmortar are here to ruin your day. And Lucien's Psychic team has great offensive threats coupled with excellent defensive options. But with all that praise, can Sinnoh's Elite Four members actually earn their spots? Which of these 4 trainers can actually beat all 8 gym leaders and any Elite Four members that precede them? In this video, I'll play through all of Pokemon Platinum with all 4 of these teams to figure out which of them are legit. Are you... You're cooked! You're cooked! No! You can't do this to me! I am the Blaze! Right off the bat, there are 2 elephants in the room that I need to address, and I know what you're thinking. First of all, where's Cynthia? I promise I didn't forget about Sinnoh's champion. Cynthia's fight is one of the most infamously difficult trainer battles in all of Pokemon, so I really wanted to dedicate an entire video just to Cynthia, and I have a lot of surprises cooked up for that video that you're not going to want to miss, so be sure to subscribe. So I've got my own video for Cynthia, which means I want to focus on these 4 Elite Four members, but that brings up the second problem. Why am I using Platinum and not Diamond and Pearl to test these teams? Since I want to focus on the Elite Four, who I think are often unfairly overshadowed by Cynthia, it's important to note that the team compositions are very different between Diamond and Pearl and Platinum. Obviously, there's also the question of what's canon or not, I guess, but what's more important to me is making this a difficult test. And the Diamond and Pearl gym battles just aren't as difficult as the Platinum ones. If you've seen either of my other Platinum videos I've made so far this year, you'll know that Platinum's gym leaders are no joke. And I want the most difficult test possible for all 4 of these Elite Four members because their teams are really, really good. Now, their teams are slightly lower level on average than they would be in Diamond and Pearl, but the team compositions are way, way more competitive in Platinum. Not only are they more competitive and threatening, they're also just more interesting and contain more Sinnoh representation. In Diamond and Pearl, Aaron's bug types are way worse. Dustox and Beautifly are neat Pokemon, but they're not nearly as powerful as Yanmega and Scizor. Bertha's team is really weird in Diamond and Pearl. Quagsire is fine, I guess, but being replaced by Gliscor is far cooler and again, more Sinnoh representation. Then there's Sudowoodo. Homie, you aren't even ground type. What are you doing here? Dude, you gotta go home. Getting replaced by Rhyperior in Platinum is a massively cool upgrade. And don't even get me started on Flint, okay? There's a lot of valid criticism about Sinnoh's lack of fire type representation in the Gen 4 games, but my god, this Diamond and Pearl lineup is just sad. Steelix, Lopunny, Drifblim? Guys, what? I don't hate the idea of having Elite Four members who just use moves representative of their types and sort of forego having Pokemon of the type, because it has the opportunity to create really interesting lineups that are difficult to combat, but this one feels like a mistake. And that's further confirmed for me by the fact that in Platinum, they completely course-corrected. But even with the corrected Platinum team, it still just feels wrong. Just how bad is the fire type representation in Gen 4? Is it as bad as everyone says? I mean, bad enough to make Flint's team in Diamond and Pearl look that awful? Well, to answer this question, we're gonna go to the go-to solution for so many scientists and mathematicians: a database search. For this, I'll be using a database that contains a ton of different search criteria for every single Pokemon so that I can filter for specific criteria. For example, if I want to know every single fire-type Pokemon from Gens 1 through 4. So my first query was for just that, every single fire-type Pokemon from Bulbasaur through Arceus. Now, Elite Four trainers don't typically have unevolved Pokemon, so we're only going to look at single stage and final stage candidates here for Flint's team. That leaves you with only 17 fire types up through Dex number 493. That's right, just 17. And of course, Game Freak doesn't want you to fight Pokemon that aren't in the Sinnoh regional dex, so we need to shrink this list to only include fire types you can actually catch in Sinnoh. That database search results in 5 Pokemon in Platinum's regional Pokedex. 5. And can you guess who those 5 are? they're the 5 Pokemon found on Flint's team. Technically, Rotom Heat is in the regional dex since it's an alternate form of Rotom, which is in the regional dex, but Rotom is a legendary Pokemon, and there are obviously many reasons why Game Freak wouldn't want a legendary on an Elite Four team. This database search truly revealed to me just how dire Flint's team choices were. Game Freak backed themselves into a corner for really no reason. There are other types they could have chosen that have better Gen 4 representation. This search also sort of just showed me how underserved the fire type was in general up through Gen 4. I mean, for God's sake, look at this. This is the full list of fire types introduced in Generation 4. It's just the fire starter line, an evolution of a pre-existing Pokemon, a legendary that's only obtainable in the post-game, and a legendary's alternate form. It's pretty bad. I'm sorry to all fire type fans. You guys just did not have it very good in the first few gens. You got Charizard though, so that's good, I guess, right? Finally, to round out the Elite Four, we have Lucien. Lucien's team also sees a massive upgrade in Platinum, with Medicham and Girafarig being replaced by the much stronger Gallade and Espeon. So with all that said, we're gonna play Platinum in this video for 3 reasons. First of all, the teams are just cooler. Second of all, the gym leaders are more difficult. And third of all, Platinum is the 3rd and final installment in the DS Gen 4 era, you know, Diamond and Pearl and then Platinum. So it feels most correct to use anyway. As per usual, I'll be using my check system throughout this video. Basically, if a trainer is able to beat a battle without using any heals, that's check plus. A couple of heals is check, a ton of heals is check minus, and if you can't get through a fight no matter what, that's a fail. The gold standard here would be check plussing every gym leader and Elite Four member that precedes a given trainer. We need to make sure they can definitively earn their spot. Check plus assures that. As we get to each team, I'll do a breakdown and explain their strengths and weaknesses and how I expect them to perform. But for now, let's jump into our first trainer of the day, Elite Four member number 1, Aaron. Obviously, if we just put Aaron's team as is against gym leader number 1, Rourke, we would wipe the floor with him. We have like a 40 level advantage. So to compensate for this, I'll be using a level cap. Basically, every trainer in the game will have to level their team all the way down to the ace level of whatever gym leader they're currently challenging. Then when I go on to the next gym leader, I'll level my whole team up to the next level cap. Furthermore, I can't evolve any of the Pokemon on my team into their next stage or whatever final stage they're at in the actual Elite Four battle until I reach the level or place in the game where I could actually do so. Additionally, if a Pokemon is trying to learn a move via level up that's on the team's final moveset, I absolutely have to teach it no matter what. Up till that point though, I have a little bit of flexibility with the movesets. You might think that Aaron would struggle against Rourke when scaled down, but I actually think we're gonna be fine. Not only does Aaron have a ton of team depth, but Scyther has the same BST as Scizor. It's still a solid Pokemon. And Heracross is really, really good, and part fighting type too. So rock type moves are neutral instead of super effective. Since Aaron is our first Elite Four member, he just needs all 8 badges to earn his spot. If Aaron though, or any of today's Elite Four members get check plus on all of their required fights, at the end of the video, I'll take them through the rest of the Elite Four and champion fights above them to see how they would fare in a theoretical scenario where they kept going past their spot. But for now, let's just see how Aaron does on Sinnoh's leaders. If he's gonna have any problems here, I project it'll probably be in the back half of Sinnoh's gyms. Wake, Byron, Candace, and Volkner all have teams that are likely to present problems for Aaron. But for now, let's just see how our bug boy does. The first battle of Sinnoh's Elite Four challenge. Rourke with a very positive type matchup against Aaron, but I think we're gonna be okay. I just have a feeling that it's gonna be, especially with that miss, that rock throw miss is huge, because we are 4x weak. Speed boost, good, but not necessary. Okay, but in direct response, I've missed Sonic Boom. So it all evens out, I guess. I probably live that. Yeah, Onyx's attack stat, no good. No good, and I missed Sonic Boom again. Okay, not what you want to see. Nice. Send out my boy Heracross. There's the potion. And that should do it. That is a check plus on Rourke, and we're on to Gardenia, who we should completely obliterate. In theory, this is pretty free. We have stab, wing attack. This won't one-shot. Just kidding. I lied. I lied. I really thought Turtwig might live that, but okay. So far, so good. Cool. Well, yep, that's a check plus. Okay, Heracross does have Night Slash, which is, that bodes well. I'm not sure how much this will do. More than enough. I love Heracross, dude. Such an incredible Pokemon, Heracross. Oh, that is gonna do a lot. Just kidding. You step to my goat, you better be prepared. Get out of town, bro. Come on, dog. This is free. Check plus. Holy moly, bro. Not the fake out. Damn, okay. Sheesh. Did a lot. Nice miss on Rock Tomb, huge. And you know I gotta send in my goat. You know I gotta send in my goat here. Now, we could Brick Break, but I feel like counter is so much more interesting. I mean, come on. Come on, dude. Aaron, the bug type guy, is flying through this, but now we hit the ultimate test. Crash or Wake, as we know, is the ultimate test for any Sinnoh trainer. How will Aaron perform against the water type legend himself? Let's find out. Yeah, my current plan is to open Toxic Spikes. That's obviously contingent on Skorupi living one attack, but we probably do, right? Oh, we outspeed. Okay, well, even better. Now, does Gen 4 have the double Toxic Spikes? It does, right? Okay, it's a speed tie. Okay, Skorupi, nice work, soldier. Decent damage as well. Okay. I'd like to skip the heal, probably. Well, maybe not. Maybe we want it to come out on Gyarados because of the Toxic Spikes. Omni Boost would go absolutely insano mode here. I really thought that was the Omni Boost for a second. Probably should have Supersonics because we're down to Brine here. The high rolls. Okay. Okay, there's the badly poisoned. That's good for us. Low key, maybe just Fury Cutter. We could Agility as well. I know Fury Cutter looks bad now, but just give it time, okay? Let me cook. We're kind of stalling the poison anyway. Okay, Brine, yeah, it does get stronger when I'm at half health. Don't freeze or flinch, please. A crit, sure. Okay, good. Attack order, a 90 base power bug move, by the way. We might still outspeed, honestly. Ooh, the miss. That's a heal, probably, right? Yeah. But that just builds the toxic more, so that's good for us. And then Vespiquen goes down this turn unless you miss, in which case we're free. First try. Is this the first time a trainer has first tried this battle in any of these videos? Probably, right? The bug team, dude. Byron, who usually doesn't really pose much of a problem, actually could be an issue here, because really all I have is Heracross. Heracross is kind of all we've got here. And Steelix is gonna be something. I missed Supersonic, nice. I missed it again, nice. I'm just trying to whittle it down a bit before we close combat. Nice. This is good. This is good. This is putting us in more confident close combat range. I'm not doing any calculations on this. I'm just sort of eyeballing it. Okay, missed a good number of attacks, but close combat does a lot here, right? And if we can get past Steelix, Bastiodon goes down in 1 to close combat, I think. Nice. Like, surely this is 4x weak. Surely this is just 1 close combat. I mean, the defense stat is high, but yeah. Okay, nice. That is a check plus, and we're on to Candace, where it is going to be more of the Heracross show, probably. Let's counter, because we're outsped anyway. Then go to Drapion. Knock off. To get the Citrus Berry away. Poison Fang. Miss. Swap. The rare swap. Two can play at the swap game. Oh, that's gonna do a lot. Frostlass should come back out. Double team. Already missing moves. Good. Yes, dude. Yes. The coolest Pokemon in Sinnoh. And no Citrus. Nice double. There's a triple miss. Okay, we're in decent shape now. We have Poison Fang. And Bug Bite. Oh, nice crit. We super resist that. Just kidding. I thought this was Poison Bug. This is Poison Dark. I was like, we're Poison Bug. We should 4x resist that. But it is not so. Not a bug. At least it was a bug. You know, there are teams in Sinnoh's Elite Four where there are Pokemon just not of the type. Actually, is that true? In the Diamond and Pearl teams, that's true. In the Platinum teams, I think it's actually not. But anyway, I digress. That is a check plus, and we're on to Volkner. All right, this is the decisive fight. If Aaron wins this, then he definitely earns his spot. We're gonna open Toxic Spikes for the sauce. We don't want that as special to raise his special attack. Good. Fair enough. Nice miss. High roll takes here. Sweet. Let's go. Oh, oh, oh. Well, the outcome would have been the same on Electivire with Fire Punch. This should do a lot. It's wild to me how bulky Luxray is, because you really wouldn't think, but it is. It's a wildly bulky Pokemon, surprisingly. Oh, it's Rivalry again, dude. I forgot about this in the last video, too. It's Rivalry again. That's why it's so bulky. No, Luxray actually isn't that bulky, and no, that's not how Rivalry works. I'm here because I want to give you all in the comments a moment to guess why you think me in the past thought that close combat there would one-hit KO Luxray. Can you guess what monumentally stupid mistake I just made? And don't worry, if you can't think of it right now, give it some time, because I'll be back. This is not the only time I'm going to make this mistake in this video. No, not with Quick Attack. Okay. We'll just go for attack order. We should have enough depth left. Oh my god. Let's go. Oh, sweet. All right, we're chilling. We're chilling. And nobody's on the field, but it is a check plus, and Aaron has definitively earned his spot in the Sinnoh Elite Four as member number 1. Pretty decisive wins across the board as well. But that, of course, means that we will revisit Aaron's team at the end of the video to see if he can go all the way and beat the Elite Four members higher than him and become champion. Bertha has 3 problem gyms, which is a lot. Gardenia, right at the beginning, is a huge threat. A massive chunk of Bertha's team are 4x weak to both grass and water, which means even if we clear Gardenia, Wake is going to be a huge issue too. And then even if we somehow clear the Crasher wall, Bertha gets to fight Candace, who also has incredible type matchups on her. The big hope here is that Bertha's team depth and access to diverse move options will save her. This team is very likely to struggle on a couple of gym leaders, but this is not one of them. This is going to be fine. Barboach, low-key an underrated Pokemon. Where my Barboach head's at in the comments. Look, all I'm saying is Piplup couldn't solo this team, but Barboach is about to. So I don't know. You tell me. You tell me who the GOAT of water types is. Check plus Miranda Gardenia. Whether you like it or not, it's a Fury Cutter moment. Nice crit. We become more powerful with every Fury Cutter. Oh no. Oh no. Just kidding. Citrus. Come on, come on. It's Fury Cutter o'clock. Gardenia should have known this and prepared. Huge. Let's go, Graveler. Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't live that. Do I live that? Yes. Sandstream is good for me as well. Holy moly! Nice crit. I think we would have been fine either way, but it's a nice crit. classic. Just attack, though. I'm incapable of attacking, it would seem. Okay. Check plus, and we are on to Maylene. Okay, and there you go. All right. Let's just Mud Bomb and hope we hit the 85% accurate move. And it'll be fine. And now we can probably Magnitude 6 or higher and be fine. Well, not because of Drain Punch. Magnitude 8, that'll do it. That'll do it. Beautiful. Now, of course, we could clear Machoke with all kinds of Pokemon on our team. We have lots of options. But there's really only one option if you've ever been around this channel before. Frankly. There's really only one choice. There's really only one decision to be made here. Oh, sevens to my king. Check plus, and we are on to Wake, which is possibly the wall here. We should live Waterfall. Hippowdon is pretty tanky. Nice flinch. This is bits. This is jokes. Get Sandstream up, go for Yawn. Don't get flinched by Waterfall. It's that simple. Nice crit. What in God's name is happening? It's always Wake. It's never anybody else. It's always this trainer. The memes never stop, dude. Okay. Then swap to Gliscor. Incredibly good Pokemon design. We Swords Dance. We Swords Dance again. Waterfall missed. That one sand attack is putting in work right now. And let's slash. Let's Swords Dance again on the heel turn. Oh, do I have... No, it's Hyper Cutter, not Sandveil. Oh my god, this one sand attack is crazy. You outspeed. Just, come on, bro. Are you serious? Okay. All right. Gliscor, definitely the difference maker. If it were still Gligar, it'd be a no-go, but you can get the Razor Fang after Gym 3, so it's fine. Nice. I don't know why I chose Aqua Tail. Mud Bomb is just undeniably best here. Okay, well, I'd like to hit that. I'd like to be able to hit that move. Oh, 2 in a row. Okay. 85% accurate, by the way. Nice. It's just the Whiscash show, guys. I don't know what to tell you. It's a check plus, and we are on to Candace, who is the secondary wall for this team. But we got through Wake, so I have hope. Oh. Oh. We're fine. There we go. I'd like to go +4 if I can. That should be enough, though. Okay, nice. Clearing the hail is really, really good for us. Frostlass is a nightmare in the hail, dude. Oh my god, I really thought I'd outspeed you. Okay, good thing that missed. All right, we're fine. It's a check plus and we're on to Volkner, baby. Does anybody have Ice Punch? I don't like how much damage I just took. I outspeed you. And you have rivalry against me anyway. Which is good for me. I don't know that I outspeed you. I do, okay, nice. Cool. Easy peasy, baby. Easy peasy, that's a check plus. And we are on to the Elite Four. Bertha is now one fight away from claiming her spot. Now that we have our first trainer moving on past the gym leaders into a required Elite Four battle, it's important to note that on Elite Four battles specifically, I'm allowed to use as many heals as they have against me, and I still check plus. If I use any more though, that'll be check or even check minus. Okay, I mean, surely it's just Rock Wrecker, right? Double team into U-turn, the classic. Yep. Rhyperior is a monster, bro. Incredible Pokemon. I go for Thunderfang there to keep it out of heal range so that this Fire Fang takes instead of putting it into full restore. Classic. Ice Fang is a very, 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 very good move. Flinch chance, freeze chance. I mean, come on, dude. They really gave it everything. It's one of the reasons that Floatzel on Crasher Wake is so devastating. Because Ice Fang has so much potential to mess with you. This Rhyperior is Lightning Rod, unfortunately. Nice hit. Beautiful. And with that, Bertha has definitively 100% claimed her slot, despite Wake and Candace trying to thwart it. Flint has really positive matchups against basically all of Sinnoh, except for just one fight. And it just so happens to be the most difficult one in the bunch. Crasher Wake has to be Flint's arch-nemesis because, my god, I don't know what we're gonna do to get past Floatzel and Gyarados. The one nice thing here is that we will have Infernape by the time we get to Crasher Wake, so I think we'll live an Aqua Jet from Floatzel at full HP, which does give us some options because Infernape is so physically powerful in its attack stat, but that isn't where the problems end. Truly, I think all we need to do is clear Wake here. If we do, Bertha could wind up being a bit of a problem, but I'm fairly confident I can find a line to win there. Candidly, if I get past Wake, I'm gonna be over the moon. Here we go. Well, we know we get through this, at the very least. Crit. Okay. We'll swap in Hound. Oh, no, it's not Intimidate. It's Early Bird, isn't it? Yeah. That's unfortunate. We're fine. Check plus, and we're moving on. All right, here we go. Oh! Beautiful. This might 3-shot with the Reflect Up. Yeah. Well, then maybe we Mach Punch to avoid the heal. Oh! That's annoying. Don't like that. Well, this might take you out of heal range. In that case. Nice. And the Reflect wears off just in time for the ace. Should live that. Berry procs. So long as we live this Magical Leaf on a high roll, we should be fine. Oh, yeah, and the Blaze? Come on. Easy. It's a check plus. Is there anything Monferno can't do? The answer is yes. It's Crasher Wake. Dude, okay. Yeah, okay, outsped. A little unfortunate. Good. Holy moly, the damage. Dude, I love Houndoom. Such a cool Pokemon. Easy peasy, baby. Come on. We're on to Maylene. You have Rock Tomb also? Why? Why everybody got Rock Tomb on this team? This is actually probably a bad call because I want to be able to get a move off on Lucario with Houndoom. So let's just bait a turn, maybe go Ponyta and eat a Karate Chop. Still goes for Rock Tomb, okay, because it wants to slow me down. Is Ponyta faster than you still? Maybe? Yeah. Okay. Now we're definitely not faster. Yeah. Okay. Let's just get as much damage as we can before we swap. The Flareon back sprite is pretty good. The definition, like the hairs coming off the tail, looks really good. Tail whip. Oh, you're cooked. You're cooked. You're so cooked. Oh, that hit. Okay, I lived. Please hit through this. No, you can't do this to me. I'm too young. I'm too young. You can't. Oh, never mind. It's the Monferno show. Okay, we now move on to Wake. This is where push comes to shove, okay? This is where boys become men. We'll have to see. Obviously, Wake is really difficult for Flint, but I had a lot of faith here, actually, because we have a ton of team depth, and we know that Monferno did okay and had some solid potential against Wake in the Berry video, so having Infernape instead should mean that we have pretty solid options. The only difficult thing here, of course, is finding a line. Why is Magmar like blowing a kiss when it appears? Okay, there's a burn. So then we probably live this. Good. Confuse Ray. Hyper, okay. Good. Massive take from Magmar right now. There's the snap out. Oh, you don't have quick attack. Oh, but it is still burned, so it might be fine. Oh, we have Stomp. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, sorry. We're faster. It's okay. So Quagsire comes in. We Tail Whip. Twice? It's fine. Nice wake up. Huge. Okay, now close combat. Then swap. The question is, do we want Sand Attack or Tail Whip? We live this Aqua Jet, so we're fine. I should have quick attacked. That would have guaranteed the range. This... I just made this not guaranteed by doing that. By not clicking quick attack. Well, Aquajet would have outsped because they have priority, so never mind. It actually doesn't matter. So we are now... Unless they crit... Well, even on crit, we live, I think. So I think... We're... we have to evade one crit. But this is 99% at low roll. Okay, nice. Huge. Easy peasy, baby. Close combat all the way down, baby. Come on now. Dude, yes. All right, Magmar, come on. One day Byron's gonna have a big W. Today's not that day. Actually, did he beat someone in the Victory Road Challenge? He did, right? Didn't he? You should go watch that video and then come back and tell me after you watch that whole video, and make sure you finish all of this one too, so that you watch both of them all the way through. I mean, Mach Punch does so much damage here. Yeah. Wonderful. Okay, now we just need one of our remaining fire types to hit one move. That's it. Surely we'll hit something. Eventually, right? Wait, do I have feint attack? They're really just setting up to +6. And for what? No heal. We're chilling. And that is a check plus on Candace. Beautiful, and we're on to Volkner. Very nice. Excellent. I probably should have Sunny Day'd right up top, but we'll take it now. The flame body, that's actually huge. Boom, baby. Oh, the burn! Wait, does that take? Come on. Huge. Famously, in the other runs, Luxray keeps living close combat. But with Infernape's attack stat, surely. That is crazy! That's nuts to me. That's so nuts to me, dude. No, rivalry only affects their attacks on you. Whoa, I'm back. Looks like me in the past is getting a little bit closer to figuring out why I can't one-hit KO Luxray with fighting type moves. Do you know what it is yet? This is your, you don't have many more chances to guess, and I really keep screwing this up. So, what do you think it is? Let's get back to the video. No, no. None of that. None of that with double team, please. Thank you. We outspeed Vespiquen, wow. Yeah, I mean, this is going about how you'd expect. This is going about how you'd expect. Yep. Okay. We're kind of Aaron's worst nightmare in a lot of ways. You outspeed, and you also don't go down to 1 flamethrower unless I crit, probably. Yeah. Let's Thunderbolt. Just to get you a little lower without putting you into heal range. That's close. Yeah. Dang. The Magmortar sweep, bro. is that all 5 with Magmortar? That's crazy. So yeah, I guess we just double Sunny Day. Yeah, that just has to be it. Nice miss. That's really good. Overwrite that sand. Maybe live this because we didn't get hit by Aqua Tail, but probably not. Yeah, that's just a lot of damage. Good. Good, I outspeed. Okay. This will definitely one-shot. Oh, I outspeed. Massive. Nice. How much is this gonna do? There goes the sun. Do. Oh wait, no, it's here comes the sun. Ignore me. If you weren't already ignoring me, please resume. Nice. Okay, that means Flint has definitively earned his spot. That was all we needed to do, was beat Bertha. Wow, I'm honestly genuinely surprised. I thought Wake would pose more of a threat, and that Bertha would also be a little more difficult, but we're fine. We always talk about Cynthia, we're always gassing up how difficult that fight is, but to get to Cynthia, you have to get through Lucien, and I think a big part of what makes Cynthia so difficult is the fact that Lucien and the trainers before, but really Lucien, weakens you a lot before you get to the champion fight. Lucien's team is very good at survivability and staying on the field, and also Lucien wants very badly for you to lose. If Lucien has any rough matchups in Sinnoh, it's really just Fantina and then a little bit of Candace's team, but Fantina is the big problem. If we can clear Fantina, I'm pretty confident we can deal with Candace's Sneasel and Frostlass, but Fantina will be rough, especially given how early on that fight is. It'll be before our team is in real fighting form. Can Lucien lock up the most difficult spot in this video, the one which requires him to beat everyone but Cynthia, including all the trainers we've already seen? Let's find out. An interesting Pokemon. Hit yourself? Just kidding. Bronzong has like Bronzor has a little pattern on its back. It's kind of fun. Yeah, without Bronzor, we might genuinely lose this. Bronzor might be the only reason this is possible. Nice. Yeah, this team definitely has a rough start, but we should pick up quickly once we get into gyms like 3, 4, 5-ish. But that is a check plus on Rourke, and we are on to Gardenia. Holy crit, okay. Nice. This will do a lot. There's the berry. Okay. Yeah. Beautiful. Check plus, and we are on to Fantina, who I'm realizing will be quite difficult. Brother. All right, it's just that. Nice miss. Very good. Haunter? No, obviously not. Live that. Good. Uh-huh. Are you... That's gonna take forever. Yeah, that's unfortunately the line. Unfortunate, but this is the way. Come on. Good. Come on. Doesn't seem to matter. Oh my god. Okay, good. Good. Come on. Good. Oh, I should have used light screen. That's a massive miscalculation. Oh, and magical leaf? Yeah, okay. Me too. Oh, I don't have that move. I have this one, though. Doesn't do much. Oh, but I'm just gonna keep hitting myself if that's okay with you. Oh my god, I lived on one. Okay. That should do it. Well, that was really annoying, but it's a check plus and we're moving on. Stop it. No. Oh, that's gonna do a lot. Not enough. Oh, no. No, no. That's not good. The crit and the double attack boost? Yeah. What do you mean? What do you mean? We're fine. But what do you mean? What do you mean? So sorry, Lucario. Sorry to bother you, Chief. Yeah, I'll just walk away. Thanks for the check plus. I'll never see you again. Good. Nice. Freeze, you like? Easy peasy, baby. Not even worried. Check plus. We're moving on. Probably can't greed this any further. Do you live this? No, not at +4. All right, that is a free check plus, and we're on to Candace, who should be the same. Frostlass is a little threatening, but we should be fine. Okay, that did a lot. Hang on. Oh, but we have Drain Punch. So that's good. We'll get some of this health back. Sneasel is really fast and really strong. Yeah, okay. Frostlass next. Shadow Ball. We do not outspeed. We do hit Psycho Cut. Freeze, you like. And that's that. That'll be all she wrote. And we're on to Volkner. That's annoying. I mean, I guess we may as well just go +6, right? Good. Yeah, I was -1 defense, so I think Drain Punch is the right call. Psycho Cut also takes, but we want some health back. Okay, we don't live that. This is officially your last chance. Do you know why I selected Signal Beam instead of Psychic on Luxray there? Yeah, I bet you do. And it's really obvious to you, but in a second here, we're gonna play this video and I'm gonna figure it out in real time. And then you're gonna watch me crash out about how stupid I am. In fact, you know what's crazy? I made this exact same mistake in the Victory Road video for Platinum where I used Staraptor Close Combat and I'm still really confused. Can you even believe I have a YouTube channel dedicated to Pokemon and I don't know this thing that you're about to realize in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Goodness gracious. Yeah, we can do this. That's fine. Because if this puts it in heal range, Focus Blast is still good. We just don't want to miss. That's all. Why not Psychic? Because it's Dark type. It's not? My whole world is shattered. I'm not even f***ing with you. I genuinely thought it was Dark Electric until right now. I'm not even, like, I wish I were doing a bit. This is a Dark type in my mind. How is this not a Dark type? Dude, that explains it! Every time Close Combat doesn't kill. That's why I've been so shocked. In every single Sinnoh fight that is made here where we've had Close Combat and I've used it and it didn't kill, and you're all like, well, it's probably Rivalry. And then I'm like, no, Rivalry isn't a defensive ability, it's a physical ability. So it doesn't change how much you get hit by, it only changes how much you hit with. So I was like, well, it just makes no sense. How is Infernape Close Combat not taking? How have I not noticed the lack of super effective text boxes? I don't know if you noticed, but I got a lot going on the screen. I got all these chatters. I got all this gameplay, okay? So yes, would Psychic have been better? Yeah, absolutely, bro. 100%. 100%. What about its design or description makes it Dark type? Use your eyes. It learns Crunch, and its fur is black. Those of you in the chat who are currently be like, of course it's not Dark type. I've known this all along. Don't even act for a second like you don't agree with me at least a little bit. Don't even act for 1 second that you don't at least a little bit see it. Come on, bro. Don't be so obtuse. Anyway, check plus, I'm a moron. You can say it. Let's move on. I think part of it is that I view it as the electric version of Houndoom. I think that's part of my problem. Because I was like, well, a pure electric dog line already exists, and that's Manectric, you know? You just gotta hit this, Gallade. Beautiful. My son. Good. Oh no. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Nice miss. Yeah, that's the only problem with like our setup sweep plan for the Elite Four is that Gallade is slow. But we have Calm Mind Bronzong as well, so like we have other setup options. Scizor next would be annoying after all that. Okay. Actually, wait. Yeah, no, we're fine. Good. I could heal, but I think we're fine. Check plus Aroni, and we're on to Bertha. Why doesn't Gallade have the citrus berry? I don't know. I made the sort of arbitrary decision to like stop giving held items even when they have them, because it's like, do I get to use it only once? Do I keep using it? Like, I don't know. We have levitate. Naturally. Low roll. Really? Nice miss. Why is that doing so little? Okay. Really? Just on the edge. Okay, just one more fight to prove Lucien can earn his slot. We gotta beat Flint. That's annoying. Do I live that? Good. Fastest member of the team is Infernape. Then Rapidash. I mean, let's just go +6 if it's gonna let me. I really thought he'd set up the sun, but evidently not. And then we just Drain Punch. So we definitely sweep everything in one. The question is if we live a move on Infernape. We just have to live Flare Blitz. And this is Bounce. Did this outspeed us? It did, right? But it was also the same level as us, so... Okay, Flare Blitz. This is just team order, though. Yeah, so I live that. But that means Infernape outspeeds, and Flare Blitz does a lot. I'm not going to get a move off, so I may as well heal and get Flare Blitz to put it low. But Zam Psychic would have just taken either way, so this isn't actually necessary. Didn't do as much as I thought it would. Let's let you eat the overheat. Interesting. Keep it out of heal range. Well, recharge turn, we're fine. That's a crit. That's not a crit. Oh my god. Holy moly! I guess Espeon does have relatively low physical defense. Don't think I live that. Just kidding. That special defense drop is huge. Oh, and there's the citrus out of heal, so we're okay. That special defense drop should let Mr. Mime Psychic do it. Very nice. Lucien has earned his spot. It's now time to take our teams past their slots and into theoretical territory. Luckily, all 4 of our teams got check pluses on all of their required fights, so we can take all of them above and beyond and figure out which of them could go all the way if they chose to. To scale the teams up as we go, I'll level the ace Pokemon on my team up to match the ace of the next team, and whatever that level gap was between where I was and what I needed to get to the ace level of the next trainer, I'll apply that many levels across the board to everyone on my team. As we've seen throughout this video, and as evidenced by the fact that all of these teams got all the check pluses they needed, these fights are seriously tough. How many of our Elite Four teams will be able to go all the way to Cynthia and then defeat her? Well, there's only really one way to find out. Let's start with Aaron, who will definitely have some issues in this Elite Four, especially on Flint. Okay, we're gonna defend order turn 1. Remember, we get as many heals as they have against us, and we can still check plus. Please hit this power gem. I am simply begging. Thank you. So now we should live power gem from the other Vespiquen. Okay, we won the speed tie this time. Ooh. Yeah, that's smart. Nice live on 1. Wow, we are winning the speed tie every time. I will heal that. Nice crit. Oh, man. Okay. Whatever. So then we should probably go for X Scissor because it's the same base power and they're both stab, and we're not going to get the flinch because we go second. So the higher crit ratio is what we should be fishing for. This is an easy air slash on Heracross. Oh, does X Scissor not have high crit rate? Yeah, no additional move effect on X Scissor. Okay, well, then it didn't matter what we chose. That crit probably doesn't matter. I think you have Aerial Ace on me, but I should outspeed. Oh no, it's Iron Head. Yeah, okay, never mind. We live that. Do I live that? Nope, not on crit and not at -1. Okay, well, sure. Beautiful. Okay, well, that was way more annoying than it needed to be, but it's a check plus and we're on to Bertha. How much does Heal Order do? Is it like recover? How much health does it recover, chat? Half? Okay, yeah. This raising defense and special defense, like being like cosmic power, is very good for us. No, using a move for healing does not count as a heal in context of the check system because it's a move. Nice crit. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. Yeah, it comes out for Ice Fang. Okay. Nice flinch. Just rotating through the fangs. Okay, yeah, this is not good. It'd be cool if attack order just raised your attack. Oh, that's bad. I'm gonna speed this up for all our sakes. I get that, the crit. You outspeed me? Damn, and the flinch. At least one of the Pokemon has a good solution. Also, I guess Rhyperior will be the same. You live that? Okay, goes for Sandstorm. That has to be a range, right? Okay, well, no heal. Okay, nice. This would be an Iron Head on Rhyperior. This will not, if it didn't take Golem, it won't do this, but pretty good still. I mean, at -1, I live that still, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, nice. Decent damage. That's gonna do it. Okay. With or without crit. I live that. Nice. Wow. Okay, that was... I probably made that harder than it needed to be. Honestly, if you just open Yanmega on Whiscash, it's probably fine. But that is a check plus, and we are on to Flint, who is an actual problem. Flint is an issue. So I wasn't wrong. This fight wound up being really difficult. This was a huge wall for Aaron. But if you ever do want to see the full line cooking or how my Twitch chat and I work together to come up with creative solutions to these fights, the full playlist with every unedited VOD for all of these runs is always in the description of these videos. Okay. So if Drapion lives at high health, we live in Earthquake. Nice crit. Oh, that's smart. We could have swapped into Yanmega to get the speed boost. That's intelligent. That would have been intelligent. Huge crit. God, that just does no damage. Not the Will-O-Wisp. That's a nice crit for us. Nice flinch. Get absolutely cooked. Get absolutely cooked, bro. I almost said cringe. Was the cringe there? A crit there would have been really nice. But now it's just me against Magmortar, right? We'll get quick attack, and then close combat won't be a range? Question mark? Surely, right, guys? That's actually decent damage. All right, Heracross, I need you to live this on 1 again, baby. Oh, do I have to go for Stone Edge, maybe? We're gonna risk it. Please live this. I need you to live this, Heracross. Huge. Yes! Oh, that is something else. Okay, check plus. We're on to Lucien, dude. Holy moly. In principle, we should now have an easy fight because we have an incredibly positive type matchup against Lucien, comparatively. Reflect, obviously annoying, but, you know. That baits a heal, which I am not mad about at all. Getting rid of Lucien's heals early is really nice. And we can bait out the reflect a bit here, too. Nice. You live that because of reflect, probably. Just kidding, we crit. Also, the crit might not have mattered because Zam is, like, not bulky at all. Oh, that Stone Edge is gonna, yeah, okay. Heard that. Because it doesn't really have anything for me. Interesting turn of events. Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. We're not doing all this. No, no. No, no. We're not doing all of that. We're not doing Calm Mind. We're not having a setup moment. Actually, close combat has a decent chance to take. Okay, well. And we definitely go down to Psychic. 100%. You annoy me, Bronzong. But that's okay, you apparently don't have anything for Scizor. Nor do you, evidently. Beautiful. Beautiful. We are on to Cynthia, baby. It's not going to surprise you to find out that Cynthia is remarkably difficult. Weirdly, though, for Aaron, it's actually not that bad. We have a lot of really diverse attacking options, which is great, and we have a massive, massive pickup. At level 57, which is right below this level cap, Scizor picks up Swords Dance, and Setup Sweep is just so good in single battles in Pokemon. I think that literally is going to be the difference maker for us, just picking up Swords Dance. And again, since we're in the theoretical above and beyond range now, if my Pokemon learns a new move via level up and I want to teach it, I can. Can you stop it with that? Oh my god, it's lowering my defense every time. You don't get the speed boost on turn 1. Interesting. Okay. It's not like Gen 3, I guess. Do we live that? Yes. Okay. I am faster at +1. Flinch. Citrus. Nice flinch. That's huge. Crit would also be absolutely... Ooh, the Dragon Rush miss. I really want to double team, but I know I should just air slash. I miss. What's that, a 5% miss? Do I get one Swords Dance up for free? Ooh. The smart AI won't use it twice. Just kidding. Okay. We're in there? Okay. Nice miss. Huge. Aura Sphere does a lot on us. Not enough, though. Huge. And then you have nothing on me. Absolutely massive. Chat, thank you for helping me cook up that line. That is a check plus. Aaron is champion, the bug type team, dude. Flint was a huge roadblock, just a massive roadblock, but we got there, baby. Yes, dude. Bertha is an interesting case where I really thought she'd struggle more on the gym leaders, but here in the Elite Four, I think she actually has really great matchups against pretty much all of these teams. I don't think she'll struggle much here, but I've been wrong before. Besides, Cynthia always poses a threat. Yeah, that's really clean, and Sandstorm is obviously fine for us. So this is an incredibly free opening, which is very good. This time I go first. Oh, and you missed. Oh no. L. Stupid. Anyway. Surely that confidence won't come back to bite me. You live that. I mean, I know you have good defense, but goodness gracious me, oh my. You know? That's sort of a goodness gracious me, oh my moment, in a sense. So I'm editing the video right now, and I just want to interject with something that I think is so interesting. I think it's really fascinating how whenever you watch someone speak or do jokes, you can often tell what comedy is currently inspiring them, because everybody is just kind of like an aggregate of all of the comedy they're currently enjoying, or at least the comedy they're really hyper-fixated on right now. And I just want to point out that that last line and a line I'm about to say in a moment are so Adam Chase coded, it's actually crazy. You can tell that I have just been binge watching Jet Lag the Game because, oh my god, I sounded just like Adam Chase there. Anyway, I digress. Back to the video, but have fun from here until eternity, just trying to guess what YouTube channel I'm currently really obsessed with based on the way I speak. Isn't it Sturdy anyway? Sturdy doesn't behave like that until Gen 5. A GGMOM moment. Yeah, okay, you understand. You just sort of get me in an important, big way. This will do like a third. Not even. Okay, well, I'm swapping off of that. And back into you. Okay, just hit this and it'll be fine. Just hit this and it'll be fine. Okay. Well, hey, okay. Hyperier's Gen 4 sprite is so funny. He's like, I could eat a watermelon this big. Anyway, that is a check plus and we're on to Flint. I love in Nintendo Directs where they're like, I can't wait to play Super Smash Bros. Brawl game on my Nintendo Wii system. It's like, okay, buddy. Pokemon White version game is gonna be awesome to play on my Nintendo dual screen system. It's like, all right. This does a lot, but yeah, I definitely live. Frankly, it didn't do as much as I thought it would. Come on. So this is going about as you'd expect it to. This is pretty much exactly what you would expect from this. More or less exactly what you would think would happen is happening. Yeah, okay. And that is a check plus, and we're on to Lucien, baby. Okay, yeah, we definitely need to do enough turns that we can get rid of that reflect. That is pretty important. Light screen also a little annoying, but not as annoying. By my count, that should be good, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, it's heal range. But we outspeed, so it should be fine. Okay. Solid damage. The AI never misses those moves, dude, and I miss them all the time. Not all the time, but frequently enough that it's annoying. Yeah, okay, cool high roll. Yep. Probably Aqua Tail is best. You are kidding, bro. This is jokes, dude. Come on, man. Okay, you don't heal? All right, it's fine. I take it back. Good. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was a mistake. Because of Leaf Blade. Unless Rhyperior magically lives this. At least, not from there. Alright, let's just get back to Gallade with Gliscor still around, and it should be fine. Wait. Wait, hang on. I have one more heal, right? No crit, I win this. Sick. Okay, let's go. Check plus and we're on to Cynthia. I thought that was later. Nice. So we actually have pretty solid odds there. I know this has Marvel scale, but I think this is worth. Huge. Please live that. Good. No, we have lightning rod on Rhyperior, unfortunately. Nice flinch. Okay. Then swap. And just hit Ice Fang. A couple of times, probably. 3, well, with heals, several times. Several times it's gonna have to be. Okay, we missed one. That is an unfortunate range. We probably still just Ice Fang. Let's go! We really thought Bertha didn't have a chance because of Waken Candace, and here we are! Wow, okay. Check plus all the way down. Bertha is champion. Put some respect on her name. My God, dude, this team was full of killers. Flint's team is really strong with a lot of power output, but I think Cynthia could pose a genuine issue here, more so even than with the other teams. But first, we have to get to Cynthia, which means getting through the mirror match and Lucien. Who wins the speed tie? I do. Yippee, and a crit! I'm surprised they didn't send out Rapidash for bounce immediately. Sunny day. You heal here, so I'm going to Mach Punch. Then Earthquake. That did more than I'd like. Such a cool entrance animation. Could have healed, I guess. But, oh well. Annoying. We're gonna hear that sound effect a few times. We do not have Flash Fire, sir. We are early bird. All right. Check plus on the mirror match. And we're on to Lucien. He's gonna set it back up, dude. That's so annoying. Or maybe not. Oh, it saw a kill, so it went for it. Now it's gonna set it back up. Still no? Okay, maybe the AI is like hard-coded to only do it early game or something. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. It lives on a range. Yeah, that para doesn't even really matter. Oh, no heal. Okay. Nice. I should have used Sunny Day. Why everything living on one? Let's try that. Yeah. Nice. Live this and snap out? My goat! My goat! Yes, sir. Probably should have kept you for quick attack. Nice crit, bro. Cool. Yes! Yes! Check plus, and we're on to the champ. Trust me when I tell you, I tried really, really hard to make this one work. Not the least of which just because Houndoom is one of my all-time favorite Pokemon, and I kind of wanted to get redemption for Infernape from the Berry video, so there were a lot of reasons that I tried really hard to cook something up. I did a lot of damage calcs, I worked with Twitch chat, we tried to come up with something, and at the end of the day, it basically came down to you just need to get really lucky. And this is unfortunate because that's never what I want. It's obviously fun when it happens sometimes accidentally and you just get lucky and win, yippee, that's a check plus. But this one just wound up being so overwhelmingly difficult that I could not find anything consistent or winnable for Flint on Cynthia, which means unfortunately, it is a fail. But it's not like this means Flint is a failure or anything. He just couldn't go above and beyond all the way to champion, but he still won his slot and was able to beat the 2 Elite Four members above him. So I'm actually pretty happy with Flint's performance here, especially considering how badly I thought he was gonna do. The only bonus battles for Lucien are the mirror match and Cynthia, which are obviously both quite difficult, but I have faith that we can find lines here because Lucien's team is just really great. You outspeed me? That doesn't bode well. Just crit. Oh, the reflect is off. Okay. Good. I lost the speed tie, but it's okay. I'm +4. We happen to know based on that range on me that even +2 would have done it. You outspeed and I go down to Psychic here, I think. Never mind. That'll do it. We are on to Cynthia, and Spiritomb is not going to be free to set up on, and I'm not really sure what's going to happen here, but we're moving on. Okay, light screen open. Maybe get a little damage and then just tank. Okay. Yeah, you see air slash on me. I mean, I guess it really just depends if I outspeed, which I probably don't. I do. That is bogus. The E-speed, yeah. Okay, this is really smart. This is from the Twitch chat room. We're gonna Drain Punch here because at +6 we know this takes, and it heals me back up so I'm not in E-speed range. Very, very smart. Very, very smart. And then we should live this. Classic. There's not too many more special moves were really that were, I guess Surf, maybe? We maybe live Earthquake. We probably don't live Dragon Rush, so it might go for that, and maybe it'll miss. We might just go down to this. I'm really not sure. Well, you bad dad. Why is this always happening to me? Oh, come on, man. We can't. No, bro. Good Lord, it's so bulky. It's so bulky. Let's get back to that point. Okay, so it's pretty reliable to get to this point. See? Okay, the Dragon Rush will just miss sometimes, and we're +6. This surely takes. And I think that crit on Earthquake probably mattered. And we outspeed my Lodic. We are so back. And anything on my team one-shots Roserade, I think. We might be outsped, but we still one-shot with anything. Yeah, there we go. Easy peasy. That's a fun line, dude. That's a really clean, fun line on Cynthia and kind of raises some questions about whether or not Cynthia should be champ over Lucien, because Lucien's team is pretty good. But it's pretty good in the context of if you know that setup sweep is just the most dominant form of single battling in Pokemon. What's that? Setup sweep is the most dominant form of single battling in Pokemon? Wow, that's really cool. You know what Lucien doesn't have? Setup sweep on Gallade. Pull up Lucien's team sheet, please. Some of you will have already noticed this, but Gallade's final moveset does not have Swords Dance. It has Stone Edge. And this video that you're watching right now was supposed to come out what is today for me as I record this bonus part. But as I was watching the final review of the video after having rendered the whole thing, I realized it right at the end. I kept Swords Dance on Lucien's Gallade for the entirety of the Elite Four. And now I could have just let this stand, but that didn't sit right. In all of my team sheets that I've shown you in this video, Gallade has Stone Edge because that's what he's supposed to have. And yet I used Swords Dance through all of Lucien's Elite Four battles and the champion battle you just watched. It just doesn't feel right to say, well, he probably would have won anyway, so let's just keep the check pluses as I have them and move on. So I had to do the honorable thing and do them all again with the corrected moveset. The good news is that the Elite Four battles are still pretty straightforward. What you're watching on screen right now is Lucien's new Elite Four battles without Swords Dance sped up. I was still able to pretty easily check plus all 4 of these Elite Four battles, even without Swords Dance. If you do want to watch the full corrected fights, the unedited Lucien Elite Four redo video is in the playlist in the description below, along with all of the unedited runs. As for Lucien's battle against Cynthia, I'm not going to speed that up. I want to show you the attempt in normal speed because, after all, I swept her whole team with Gallade after setting up with Swords Dance, and now I'm losing Swords Dance. So I don't know if I even have a chance because I don't have setup sweep anymore. Or do I? Yeah, we can't hit with Psychic, obviously, but we can just use Earthquake to get it down. Nice crit. That's quite nice. Although I don't want to do too much damage because that baits a heal. I think just set up Reflect. And that doesn't really do anything, but it stalls a turn. Whatever. I just don't know that Earthquake will do it, is the problem. A heal is better here than later, but the thing is on Cynthia, it doesn't really matter because Cynthia has so many heals that getting one out early isn't nearly as advantageous as it usually is on most of the other fights. Just waiting for the flinch. Hadn't happened yet. Okay, this is +6. +5 special defense. But that should be fine. We're pretty bulky. Okay, well, that's less fine. This is getting annoying. Stop it! Okay, we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go. This is, I'm getting annoyed. We're just gonna go. Stop! Stop! Oh, nice crit. Okay, well done, Bronzong. I think we're okay to just Psychic. It goes for Dragon Rush, really? Wow, okay. I guess it sees my special defense increase. You live that at +6, you monster? You absolute behemoth? You nightmare creature? Damn! Okay, that miss is good. A double miss? Hold? Okay. Yeah, baby! Come on, wait. This is fine. This is fine. Milotic is the only problem, I think. I mean, do we just send it? We have anything can get through Roserade. So I think we just send it and hope for the best. Okay, it didn't even go for Mirror Coat. If it goes for Mirror Coat and lives, that's quite bad. See, that would have been very, very bad. That would have been very, very bad if it clicked Mirror Coat. We definitely lose that exchange. Okay, that special defense drop is nice. In case it healed again. Oh, that's a crit. Oh, that's a little crit right there. Should be fine. Should be fine. A little tension in the 11th hour. Should be fine. Right? He lives on 1 and missed. Okay, they heal here. No? Okay. We're fine. It's fine. We didn't need Swords Dance after all. It's all good. Check plus. We're fine. I could have just ended the video. It doesn't even matter. But it's a good thing I checked, because wowee, the comments never would have let me forget it. Okay, so the call on the field stands, and Lucien was still able to get check plus on all of the Elite Four battles and the Champion battle, not only earning his spot, but also going above and beyond, as we thought he could. Which is great, and I'm glad that it was fine, but I'm also glad that I went back and actually checked. It just wouldn't sit right if I didn't even try, and plus a lot of you would have very reasonably commented like, hey, what is going on with Gallade's moveset? But all in all, I'm glad I corrected it, and this means that our final tally for Sinnoh's Elite Four is that all 4 of these trainers can easily earn their spot, getting check pluses all throughout the Sinnoh region, with only 1 single fail for any of the teams, which was Flint on Cynthia. And that's not entirely surprising. I think Flint is the most likely to have a problem somewhere. His team just lacks the depth you would need. There's probably, again, a line through Cynthia somehow with Flint, and I encourage you at home to try to find it. And if you are able to find a good check plus line, please leave it in the comments. I love reading those when people figure it out. But yeah, ultimately, I'm very happy with how Sinnoh's Elite Four performed, and I'm now going to send you to the outro I originally had for this video before I had to shoot this bonus stuff. Okay, bye-bye. I send you now back to the past. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, please consider subscribing. I have lots more videos like this on the channel. We've done Victory Roads and Elite Fours and also Rival videos for several of the regions already. This is almost the conclusion of Gen 4, but we still have Cynthia left to do. So again, subscribe so you don't miss the Cynthia dedicated video. I'm really excited for that one. What you see on screen right now is my top tier patrons on Patreon. If you enjoy what you see and you want to support the show directly, you can go to the link in the description to support the show on Patreon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.